Hi folks, welcome back. Thank you for watching. Please do hit subscribe if you haven't done so yet. It really does help when you do that. So a few weeks ago I demoed this little pedal here, the 2020 instrument transformer from Lightning Boy. And as we heard in the 7 different situations I put this pedal in, the effect is subtle at best. So today I've got another viewer's request video for you. Today's request comes in from Jazz with Bite, amazing name, and they say, seemed to work well after the mic preamp and on bass. I thought it had a negative effect on the effects loop. I would agree. I'd like to hear it before a DI, and I'd like to hear if it can work as an interface between pedals placed before a fuzz. Any chance of a demo of those applications? Also, what transformer does it use inside? So in terms of the transformer it uses, it's a handmade proprietary transformer built by Mike at Lightning Boy. If you go to the Lightning Boy website, click on the 2020 page and watch Mike's kind of product introduction video he put together, you'll see him hand winding the transformers. So they're all made to his specifications and they're all hand built by Mike at Lightning Boy. They're not off the shelf transformers. Now, in terms of running it as a DI, as you said, I did use it on bass and I also used it on keyboard, and that was using it in line between the instrument that I was using and going directly into my interface. So I was kind of using it as a DI in those instances. But in terms of how it behaves before a fuzz, I can absolutely do that for you today. So what I've done is I've got 3 very classic fuzz circuit pedals. I've got a fuzz face type pedal, a Mark II tone bender, and a Maestro FZ1 fuzz tone type pedal. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this before and after those fuzzes, because fuzzes can be a little bit temperamental having other pedals after them. So I'm going to put it through its paces today with different placements with fuzz pedals. So I'm going to do some of the fuzz just on its own with the 2020 before it and after it and see how much of a difference, if indeed any, it makes in those situations. So without further ado guys, let's get going. So there we are, folks. Now, please do comment underneath, let me know what you were hearing today, if indeed anything at all. But kind of as expected, the effect of this pedal before and after the fuzz was so subtle, if having any effect at all. And I genuinely think that what effect we might have been hearing today could be down to the capacitance in the patch leads going through this pedal more than the pedal itself. That has that little effect on everything. But yes, it does play nicely before and after a fuzz, so if you want to run one of these on your board, you can do so, put it wherever you want. It's not going to screw with your fuzzers like a buffered pedal might, for example. It doesn't do any of that business. Running it before the fuzzers, I think in a couple of those excerpts, it was almost, the fuzzers sounded a tiny bit clearer, which isn't to be expected because passing your guitar through this does seem to drop a tiny bit of volume, or at least take off some of the sort of higher frequencies, so it has the effect of a slight volume drop. So it was like you were taking the guitar's volume from 10 down to 9.8. It was just a smidge clearer. And having it after the fuzzers, I think that kind of slight darkening effect was there too. The sort of gnarly buzzy edges of the FZ1 especially sounded a tiny bit more tame, but barely, if anything. Like, there might be confirmation bias going on in my mind, it might be my ears playing tricks on me, it might be a little bit of buyer's remorse having paid for this thing. So please do let me know in the comments underneath what you thought of this. Did it have any effect at all? Am I going crazy hearing subtle differences? I love chatting nerdy guitar stuff with you guys in the comments. But yes, Jazz with Byte, you can put this wherever you want on your pedal board and it's not going to screw with your fuzzers. So thank you, folks. I hope this video was interesting and useful for you, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.